What's good, everyone? It's Chambers, and you probably weren't expecting to see me this time, but we got some new news to share. So, yeah. To start off, I got a new laptop and it's like extra fast, so I'm really excited about the video quality that we're about to have with these tutorials. Hopefully, it will be awesome. And I also decided why not bring out the camera, get my face in here for the face cam when I'm making tutorials and all that. If you follow my Instagram, you already know me, what I look like. But for those who don't, you can follow me on Instagram at chambersbeats. And I'm gonna try to spend a lot more time editing and making the videos as entertaining and as effective as I can. So yeah, the journey starts today. Thank you all for being with me and following me and supporting me. And every time you like, comment, share, or subscribe, it really does help me out. So thank you for that. It's gonna be crazy. Without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. All right, so for this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys 3 melody tricks that I figured out over the months. You may or may not already know them. If you do know them, then it's good that you can enhance your knowledge of them with this tutorial. And if you don't, hopefully I can teach them to you the best way that I can. But I really like these 3 tricks, so let's get right into the tutorial and take me into FL Studio. All right, so we're in FL Studio, and I got this bell sound that I really like from Nexus. So we're going to build out a melody with that. So let's go into the piano roll. Let's pick a high BPM, 154. That's cool. Let's pick a good note, not too low, not too high. For this melody trick, it usually works best on melodies that are like this, that have like that trap feeling. And like this is a little boring to me, so I'm just gonna make it more interesting. Start harmonizing the notes and stuff like that. Adding variation. Pitch it up a few semitones. Always remember to hit Control S to save. Now for the trick, you want to take all of the top note melodies. So like this. Like if it has a note under it, for example here, it's not a chord, but it's like 2 notes. You want to take the top one. So taking all the top notes here. Then what you want to do is hold Shift on your keyboard, click it, drag it out. All right, then you want to hit Control plus the up arrow, and that will take you up 1 octave. What this is doing is adding more contrast to the melody because you have a lower octave and you have a higher octave. So there's a difference and the melodies are working together. I'm going to take that melody that we just moved up an octave, hit Control C to copy, Control X to cut, add a new pattern, pattern 2, and hit Control V to paste. And there you go. Now we're going to put that into the playlist along with pattern 1. So now I'll let you guys hear the difference. So it adds a cool contrast counter melody. So that's the first trick. Now the second trick's a little more complex that I figured out myself, and I think it's pretty cool. So let's open another Nexus. So now we have like that alien type top line melody. So what I'm gonna do again is hit Control A to select, Control C to copy, Control X to cut, new pattern, Control V to paste. Put that into the playlist. Okay, and now what you want to do is take that Nexus, that lead that we just made, put it into the mixer, and I'm going to add Fruity Delay too. I'm going to put it on ping pong, pan it all the way to the left, put the time on 4. Yeah. Mess around with the cutoff and the input volume. You want to make sure that you can hear the delay pretty well. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm going to record that into Edison by going up here, going to on play, hitting record, and then hitting the play button. Let me turn my mic off first. Alright, so now we have that. Then I'm going to hit the right arrow twice, delete this part, and drag it in. So now we have a full 4 bars of that melody. And now what I'm going to do is reverse it. So the trick here is to take a melody, like a melody that's not too busy, like that keys melody or just some top line lead, and then you want to put delay on it and then render it out into an audio file and then reverse it. And this is a cool effect because when you have delay and then you reverse it, it has like that cool, like listen. It's not just a note going in reverse, it has like that cool bounce effect because it had delay in it, but you reverse the effect, if you understand what I'm saying. Now this is going to take us into our last trick for melodies. So what you want to do is load all of the sounds into the mixer. Let me clear this out of here first. Right click, channel routing, route selected channel starting from this track. I'm going to do some mixing first and cut out the low end in the bell. Add some stereo separation. Cut out any low end in the lead. Add stereo separation. Check in mono. So now the final effect. You want to click on a track, hit Control and Shift, select the other one. Now you have 2 selected. Now watch my mouse. I'm going to go down here, right click on this arrow and hit route to this track only. So now we have these 2 different melodies routed into one mixer track. So this is more like a melody bus now. So the trick that I like to do is put halftime on this. So you take all your melodies and you bust them onto one track and you halftime them all together. Usually this works well for me if you have a good melody and it saves a lot of CPU power. And it doesn't always have to be halftime. It could be gross beat effect, effectrix effect, it could be whatever you want. So for today we're gonna do halftime. So now it sounds really cool. And you got to be careful because when you add halftime, it adds low end and those lower frequencies. So I'm going to take a parametric EQ2. Then I'm going to make a steep A cut with the last band. I mean the first band over here. And cut. Also enhance that EQ decision over here. And there you go. And then usually I'll just label this 1/2 for halftime. Color it. And yeah, and if you add more melodies, you can always route them into this bus. Sometimes it's better if the melodies aren't in halftime, but that's up to you. That's your decision. So those are 3 favorite melody tricks that I have. Remember, the first one was to take your main melody, move it across 1 unit and put it up an octave. The second one was to make a melody, put delay on it, and then reverse it for a more bounce effect. And the last one was to group all of your melodies together into one bus and put an effect on it. And in this case, that effect was halftime. And I added an EQ to cut out the low end. And then we're left with this. And then to add even more variation, I'll automate the halftime. So go to the halftime over here, right click on the button, hit create automation clip. Drag this out to 8 bars, duplicate the melody by hitting Control and dragging, then Control B, drag out the automation. And we're gonna start out without any automation. And I'm right clicking to get these points in. Now let's listen. So yeah, that could be a super cool thing to do in your beats. So I hope you guys could learn something new today. Really excited about these new tutorials coming out. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. It always helps me out. And let me know what you thought about the video. And also, if you want to see me make a tutorial on something or video on something, just let me know. I'll try to get it done. And I'll see you in the next tutorials. Thank you.